Yeah, it's you try to separate emotion from things, but it's impossible to. And sometimes, like playing at Northern is just such a fun rivalry. Beautiful new gym, full of people, and an exciting game that we were on the downside of. Like Northern's a good team. Anytime Jackie is playing against you, that team is going to have a chance. She's just a wonderful human being, and she broke the all-time kill record. That's something to be said for a program like Northern's over time. So, congrats to her there. And I like our chances back here in the Wood Gym. It's interesting when you look at the two teams match up. Like it was an exciting match. There's certainly things in there, and I would have liked to have happened differently. I thought it was a pivotal point in that match was the end of the second set. We come back from 17-12 in both of those, pull off the first, have a 22-20 lead in the second, and then let it slip away. I just thought it was right there that, you look back. But anyway, and then Roosevelt, former assistant here as their head coach, Mallory's college head coach, just kind of like a full circle moment. I don't know. And he's got some pieces that he's putting together down there. They're new to the league. It's going to take some time, but that team's in good hands in terms of quality coach and just a great teacher of the game and an even better human being. So there was a lot there going on this weekend, but I'm happy with the 1-1 as much as you can be, taking care of business here at home and feeling pretty good about how we're playing in a lot of ways going into the crossover. Yeah, I mean, look, at this level, everyone can put together, good enough to beat you. And so if our team doesn't understand that now, then we're late to the game, right? That's part of it. But when you see it that way, certainly, yeah, look, I have enough respect for every team in our league and know that we have a lot of work to do on our end. We have to be a good version of ourselves every game, regardless of who we're playing. Yeah, look, we're doing some, data looking at right now and looking at stats. We are really spread out. Like as much as, we talk about Megan on offense and Rachel on offense, which is right. We are at our best when we have it kind of going at all parts of the net. And so I think that's part of how we can work to differentiate ourselves from other teams, every kind of team, there's no doubt Megan puts a ton of work in offensively for us. And when Rachel goes off like she did on Thursday night, I mean, she was automatic. She's had her moments, but we overlook a Paige who's hitting 400 as a freshman. We have Casey who is doing her job in all the ways. It's nice to be able to spread it out. And I think that anytime we're reliant on a couple people, we got to reassess a little bit. But, I think we're at our best when we're spread out. Yeah, it started off really strong. I think we took a little bit of a dip, and I think we're getting better at it. There's different ways you can categorize, define blocking. And for us, it's quality touches. And so, those turn into points, of course, but also it helps your backcourt get into that transition phase just easier. When you're able to slow a team down. You play in a team like Northern would say with Jackie. Sometimes the best you can do is just tag the ball and work for ways to slow her down. And so I think as we do more of that, the better we'll be because our offense is an A. And if we can give our offense opportunities to score more often, starting with blocking, I think, and serving, then I think we'll be all better off for it. It's just a ton of fun. This will be my 13th of them. I've seen it evolve. It's important for the region to showcase. I mean, it's important for the region to get the matchups for postseason, but I think it's special for the region that we just all get to kind of showcase ourselves in front of each other. And there's a camaraderie that comes along with the conference element, and and we've been in the top bracket for a number of years now. I'm happy to be in it again this year. We draw just two really good teams, interesting teams, right? Quincy, who's I think one loss on the year, and players that they have a couple outside hitters that just eat it up, and then Tiffin, who up and down, a lot of up. They just beat Findlay. They just beat Hillsdale. Like we're going to have our hands full, but that's the point. We historically have done well at this tournament just because, I don't know, there's a pause in GLIAC play. It gives you a chance to kind of assess things and at the break, but it's high level and it's just different and exciting and it's fun to be part of. They've played 17 times and won 16 of them. They're a good team, but we're a good team too. We've beaten teams on paper that maybe people didn't think we would. We put it together, focus on our side of the net, and it's hard to not be aware of what they do really well. They have 2 outside hitters that combined for over 12 points a set almost. Not quite, but just under. They're good, but we just got to focus on our side. I haven't quite got to Tiffin yet. I'm looking at the results at this point. I know that they're well coached, and I know that they have players that can, extend rallies. They've historically always had very tough defense. They were in our league for a long time, and that was a long time ago now. It's been a while since I've seen Tiffin. We got them at the crossover a couple years back, but they've always had players that can, score in a hurry and play some darn good defense. It's a match-by-match scenario. I just want to be able to play good volleyball and be proud of the way we play and, outcomes, this kind of stuff. It's not always reflective of exactly what, but that's the thing. It's about taking advantage of an opportunity in a moment, right? And so we just want to play our best every set we play and hope to come out on top each time. Yeah, every time you play, you get a little bit closer and chemistry clicks. It's easy to overlook still some of the youth on this team. We're rolling with a lot of sophomores, a freshman, and we have some great older leadership anchoring this group, no doubt. And without that, it's tougher. But we're very lucky to have that. But I think as the team just gets to be more confident and understand, like more players are coming in for film, more players are coming in for extra reps. They're asking the right questions. They're engaging more and more as the season goes. And as a coach, like that's what you want to see.